What's up, Taurus? How are you guys doing? Time to go ahead and do a little check-in for the second week of June. Yes, I'm doing weekly check-ins now, and I'm going to cram that in the mix of everything else that I already do. So, remember, this is just going to be a short, sweet, quick, general, energetic overview. I'm not diving in real deep on different situations and different scenarios. Just going to be real short, general, sweet, and quick. Take what resonates, chuck what don't. You know the drill. So, for those of you who need a personal reading, you can find all the information on how to go about doing that in the description of this video. And for those of you who may have missed the memo, with the courses, something unexpected happened. We actually decided to change platforms. When I say we, you know that my wife is the operations manager for this business, right? So she's the one that built it. She's the one that runs it. All I do is turn the camera on and talk. She informed me the other day that the platform that we have the courses on, Teachable, is tripling the monthly service fee. Tripling. Not just raising it a little bit, not just doubling it. Tripling the monthly service fee. So, we're changing platforms. So after June 9th, all of the courses are going bye-bye and it'll be down for a long time. Now, if you buy them, you will have access to them indefinitely. But after the 9th, if you haven't purchased a course, you won't be able to purchase another one for I don't know how long. That's a lot of video content. We're talking hundreds of videos that we're going to have to rip and transfer over to the other platform. But I am working on a new one, y'all. There is going to be a new one out, hopefully by the end of this month. So, yeah, for those of you interested, the link is in the description. It's between now and June 9th, okay? All right, let's jump into this. Let's get a short, quick, sweet, general energetic overview of Taurus' situation and the person you're dealing with and how they're feeling, what their energy looks like, all that good stuff. Taurus' situation. How's this person feeling? What's the dealio, Emilio? Ooh, the Empress reverse. Why does the Empress always come out when I read for Taurus? Could be a fellow Taurus for some of you, I guess. Hang on. Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Cups reversed. Well, I don't even know where to start. This is very scattered. Very scattered and all over the place. Well, so first of all, the one that's yelling at me the loudest is the Eight of Swords. So it kind of feels like this person wants to just completely ignore the truth about this whole situation. You know, they want to... Now, see, here's the thing about the Eight of Swords. Again, there's several different ways to interpret all the cards, but let's just talk about the textbook definition of this card. Not the way I interpret it, the textbook definition. So, this lady in this card is actually not bound against her will. It may look like it, but she's not. She's very loosely bound. She bound herself. She could easily escape this condition that she's in if she wanted to, but she doesn't want to. She bound herself because the swords that surround her represent truths and facts that she doesn't want to look at. So, ignoring the truth. Now, again, depending on everything else that comes out, there's so many different ways to twist and bend this energy, but that's what this is looking like here. With it right next to the Devil reversed, it's like this person doesn't even want to look at their own toxicity. So, for those of you who are wondering if this person regrets what they did, or if they've had a wake-up call, or if they've changed their mind, this person doesn't even believe that they've done anything wrong. They're not even wanting to look at what they've done wrong. Matter of fact, I think they're still playing the victim. No matter what wrong they did, If they did wrong, guess what? You made them do it. It was your fault. That's where this person is mentally. So yeah. It's hard to say if anything's happening here, though, because there's a lot of back and forth energy. Have you been on and off with this person? Because World card Tower reverse, that has on and off written all over it. Either you've been on and off, or you're about to go on and off with this person. Because that's on and off energy right there, dude. And then we got the Knight of Cups reverse, Knight of Wands upright, on and off energy. Okay, damn. Could be a Libra for some of you. I also have Capricorn, Taurus. You know, it could be anybody. Those are just energies. Well, let's see if we can dig a little bit deeper into this person's energy and see their deepest feelings and intentions. Person Taurus is dealing with. What are their deepest feelings and intentions? 10 of Cups. You probably already knew that, though, didn't you? Yeah, they deep down under. They want to be with you. It's weighing on them very heavily. Very heavily. But they do not plan on letting you know that. Nope. They're keeping a real close eye on you. They're afraid of commitment. They are still holding on to a grudge. And, of course, still in that all about me mentality. Still very one-sided. You know, me. It's all about me. You know, I don't need to explain further. You know what that's all about. So they're still kind of stuck in that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think the best thing that this person can think to do, because deep down they feel kind of guilty and they feel kind of stupid, but like I said, they're trying to ignore it. Well, you can't just ignore it. Right? We've all learned in elementary school that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It only changes form. So, in order for your energy to change form, you have to make it change form. Well, a lot of people don't really know how to do that. So, what do they do with guilt? Most people. They change it into anger. All they do is just redirect what they project that energy at. Because guilt is projecting anger at yourself, right? So it feels better for me to project my anger at you than it is to project my anger at myself. So I'm going to take that anger that I feel towards myself and I'm going to project it onto you, right? You've probably seen millions of people do that. Well, that's, I think, the mindset this person is stuck in. So, okay, let's see if they're going to take any action towards you. Is this person taking action towards Taurus? Ten of Cups reversed. Probably not. I ain't gonna lie. Probably not. Nah. Staying closed off. Ooh, they're thinking about, they're planning on breaking the silence. They're planning on it. Yeah, I think they're waiting for the right opportunity. If they see what they would consider to be the right opportunity, I think they probably will break the silence. But if they don't see what they would consider to be a good opportunity, they're remaining closed off. So, yeah, with the Hangman and the Four of Pentacles, they're really just leaning into kind of remaining closed off. But don't be surprised if they see a good opportunity or what they think is a good opportunity if they was to show up in your inbox. So, let's get the advice here. What's the advice? I don't know if I'm feeling this deck. There we go. What's the advice? Ooh, be real careful letting this person know how you feel about anything. Be real careful. It would probably just be best to avoid toxicity altogether right now. I mean, unless you think you can stand tall and stand strong and keep your boundaries, then go for it. But I mean, you got to be real careful, putting yourself in situations like that. It would depend on what the point is. It would depend on what your intentions are and what your expectations are, So if you're having expectations of having an adult conversation with this person, coming together and seeing eye to eye, trying to squash the beef, let bygones be bygones, or fucking reconcile, I wouldn't right now. I wouldn't. If you're looking for closure, though, maybe, but still be careful with that. So, just check your motives and check your intentions. It's telling me that it would be best to just avoid toxicity altogether right now. All right, let's see if anything new is coming in for the singles in the second week of June. Anything new coming in for the singles? Anything new coming in for the singles in the second week of June? Let's get two more shuffles. Two more. One. Excuse me. Oops. And two. Whoa, hang on. Way too many cards came out. Hold up. Last one. One more. There we go. All right. Nine of Pentacles. Wow, that's a really straightforward, direct answer. This looks like a pretty straightforward no, honestly. But all is not lost. Because when you have the Nine of Pentacles as the overall energy, that means that for those of you, well, especially those of you who have been single for a little bit, it's part of your path. Especially if you've been trying to change that. If the universe puts you on a path in life, any path, doesn't matter what it is, and you don't like that path, well, try to fucking change it. If you try to change it and the universe don't let you, and the harder you try, the harder the universe fights against you. And the harder you try, the harder the universe fights against you. That means that you're on the path you're supposed to be on. That's what that means. That's what that means. Okay? So sometimes, I know it sucks. I'm not saying this is fun. I'm not saying it's easy. But sometimes stepping back and surrendering can be very beneficial to your mental health. Now, again, don't get it twisted. I'm not just saying be lazy and don't do nothing. Take action, but pay attention to how the universe responds to that action. If you're taking action towards something, like you're single and you're trying to meet somebody, and no matter who you connect with, it just falls through, or you can't meet nobody no matter what you do, it's because nobody's supposed to be in your life right now. Because I think you have big, big, big things waiting for you on the horizon. Big things. And number one If you do try to bring somebody into your life right now, it'll fuck up your path. Number two, the next person who is due to come in isn't even a vibrational match to you yet. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get some advice then. Let's grab some advice. What is the advice? What's the advice? What's the advice? Ace of Pentacles reverse. Justice. Sorry, I'm thirsty as hell. Okay. No, I don't think there's any more advice than I've already given you. I don't think so. It's all about balance, and it's all about developing a relationship with the universe, you know? See, now you know what? Let me throw a little piece of abstract advice in there. Now, this may kind of sound unrelated, but you can apply this to literally anything in your life. Now, and this is in regards to like the spiritual community and spiritual people, and when you're on your path, because I remember what it was like when I was new on my path. You know, I was at rock bottom, lost, broken, searching for answers, and I did the same thing everybody else does. I took to the internet, right? And I would see all these spiritual people, these big spiritual public figures, and, you know, and they would just, oh, la, 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 I am awakened and I am enlightened, hoo, la, la. And I'd be like, dude, I need to get to that level, you know? And you tend to fall into this way of thinking that those people who are very spiritually awake and who are really good at manifesting and, you know, have, you know, done some things in their life that are noteworthy, it can kind of come across like they have it all figured out. And you know what I've learned on my journey? My manifestation journey, going from living under a bridge and eating out of a trash can to blowing past multiple six figures, attracting my divine life partner, building an empire. What I learned on that journey is we ain't got nothing figured out. Nothing. It's not about figuring it out. See, figuring it out is what the ego tries to do. And it's about developing a relationship with the universe. You know what that means? That means trusting in the universe. You know what that means? That means I don't fucking know what tomorrow's going to bring. I don't need to know. No matter what tomorrow brings, eventually it's going to work out in my favor. Even if something horrible happens tomorrow, I'm trusting that somehow, some way, this is going to work out in my favor. I don't know how. I'm not going to try to figure it out. There's no way my teeny weeny itty bitty little human ego thinking brain is going to be able to figure that out. So I just step back and I let the universe do what it's got to do. That doesn't mean I'm lazy and don't do nothing and don't take action. Oh, I'm taking action all the fucking time. But every now and then I'm taking action and the universe is fighting against me. And I'm like, all right then, universe dude, I guess you don't want me doing that then. Okay. Let go, step back, and I'm just trusting that you're taking the wheel. You know what I want. You've seen the actions I'm taking. You know what my intentions are. You take the fucking wheel. I have no clue what the journey is going to be. I just know that somehow, some way, I'm going to end up where I want to be. And every time, I'll be damned. Oh, the journey can be scary now. That doesn't mean nothing bad is going to happen. It doesn't mean nothing scary is going to happen. What it means is no matter what happens, if you step back, let the universe do its thing, and don't get in the way and interfere too much. Again, it's a give and take thing. Sometimes you get in and take action. Sometimes you let go. And understanding when and how to do that is key. Understanding when to take action and when to let go. That's a relationship with the universe. Most people just white knuckle the steering wheel and try to control the whole fucking thing. And I get it. Oh, you can be driven by fear to do that. And it's tough. Okay? But it's a trust-based relationship with the universe. If you can go inside with a clear conscience and a clean heart and tell yourself, I have exhausted every fucking option at my disposal, and nothing is working. If you can tell yourself that, you're all good. You are all good. Can you tell yourself that? Now, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what you tell your friends. I don't care what your family thinks. I don't care what the whole world thinks. Can you tell yourself, I've done every fucking thing that I can? Everything I can. Everything. If you could tell yourself that, you're all good, dude. You're good. That means you're right where you're supposed to fucking be. Trust the process. Make sense? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget the information for personal readings is in the description. And for those of you who missed the memo, okay, something unexpected came up with the courses. Okay. From now until June 9th, we're doing a bundle for all of the courses. And the reason being is because after the 9th, all of the courses are going bye-bye for a long time. Well, I don't know how long, honestly. It could be a long time. I'm not sure. We just found out that the platform that we have the courses on is tripling their monthly service fee. Tripling. So we're leaving that platform. Now, if you've purchased a course, you will have access to it permanently. But if you haven't purchased one after the 9th, you won't be able to purchase one until I don't know when. With all of my courses, we're talking over 100, maybe even 200 or more. I don't know. Over 100 videos that have to be ripped and transferred onto another platform and all put together. And that's a very long, drawn-out, extensive, time-consuming process. So I am coming out with a new one, though. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the goal is I'll have my newest one out before July. But yeah. We have a bundle going on right now because after the 9th, they're going bye-bye, and I have no fucking clue when they're coming back. Hey, it'd be cool if I could bring them back next month. Maybe. I don't know, though. Usually it takes me 1 month just to put one course together. Usually, but I don't know, dude. So anyway, all the information is in the description. And yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.